I want to say a great big thank you to all of the folks who worked on our yard sale over the weekend. We're going to hear wonderful reports of that when our folks talk about the Guatemala missions. But we had a ton of stuff and some really wonderful things, and a lot of people came by yesterday, and so it was really a successful venture, and I am really grateful to each of you who took the time to be there and to help make that flow so smoothly on both Friday and Saturday.
Good morning. I have a few Guatemala type announcements to make. The first of which is yesterday's yard sale that so many people put so much into, so far has raised $1,511. And while that is wonderful, we want more. There are baked goods out in the gathering room, and they're wonderful, and I encourage you to give lavishly. I want to introduce a classmate of mine who is going to be going on the trip with us. I spoke with her about it, and her eyes immediately lit up because she's been looking for a mission trip to go on for some time. And the bonus is that she's bilingual and can be a lot of help. This is Victoria Roldan, and we are thrilled to have her. I was asked to speak about why this particular trip is important to me and why I want to go. And to do that, I kind of had to go back into my previous experiences with missions. I come from a very evangelical background, and there was a goal to save souls. There was an invisible tally, kind of competition to see who could bring the most heathens to Jesus. That was the point of most of our mission trips. We would fix up homes for the elderly, we would run vacation Bible school for children, we would deliver meals, but those things did not come free. The admission price for our good works were to be saved. You had to believe what we believed, or at least pretend to. As time passed, I grew uneasy with the rules for receiving mission work, and I drifted away from that particular church and style of religion for that and many other reasons. And for a long time, I did my own version of mission work, trying to help people. I'm thrilled to be part of a group now that the church has strong ties with missions and justice. And it reignited my interest in going elsewhere rather than just doing my own thing. And I've lost my place. I've never served out of the country, and that's what I'm very interested in. The difference with this church and the difference that is so important to me is that we are serving the poor and disenfranchised for the simple fact of serving the poor and disenfranchised, with no strings attached, no mission price. We're doing exactly what Jesus led us to do, to be his hands and feet and to serve the least of these and share his love. Thank you.
My reasons for wanting to go on this particular trip are very similar. I have never been on a quote-unquote mission trip or service trip or anything like that. And a couple of things were important to me, in addition to the fact that I didn't want to go, and I could go with my siblings on a trip, but I didn't want it to be, here's this great thing, but first, let me tell you about Jesus. You can have this, but first. And I just didn't want to, I wanted to do it for the right reasons. And the other part of it was I was compelled to be involved in something that would be ongoing benefit to the people. I don't know if you've ever heard of the term toxic charity, but that's something where people can become reliant on these outside resources, and so it ends up that they're actually in worse shape long term. And I didn't want to go down there, do something, they feel good, I feel good, I pat myself on the back, I'm a good Christian, come back, and then I'm, the same, they're the same. And so working with the UU Church on this particular trip, doing this particular project where we're literally building a facility where the young people can be trained on computers so that they can get jobs in the 21st century, I think was a really good thing. For me, my faith tells me that my God expects me to help people. And so that's why I'm going. And if you can go with us, there's still room for others. Certainly, if you can't go but want to help, then we'd love that too.